So let's see. That's good. Okay, so at the moment nobody's watching yet. That gives me time to get some music in there. No. Why is it not loading? Yeah. Let's take a look here. Okay, that's soft in the background, so it's not that sterile. Okay, and I'll switch over to that's fine. Okay. So then, before I forget it, there is today Ardian from LI.FI tweeted out that people are writing LI.FI wrong, and I looked it up, and of course I also wrote it wrong on the site. Good thing is that it's not yet public, so before others join in, or as long as I'm alone, I'll quickly update this one here. So we have here the ownerships, and there we have LI.FI, and then we update it because here it's the shout out, and I did write it wrong. So it's LI.FI here, so LI.FI. That's the first. Ta-da! It's updated and it's here in the roadmap as well. Here. So we are going to update that here as well. Roadmap home. There's the LI.FI, there it is. Okay, but now it's gonna get interesting, because I'm not sure if the CSS now works there as well. Ah, yeah, great. Because here's the array with the with all the roadmap tasks, and here I'm circling that array through, and to know which image I should place here, I add a class, that's the name, lowercase. Oh, so that's the lowercase, and here that's the string to lower that. Make sure that it's not a problem that I just made lower cases or capitalized the lower cases, because here the class task dash LI.FI is still the same. So also the CSS here, task. We have a LI.FI, it's also, that's nice. Here it is, that's it. That makes sure that the correct background image gets displayed. Okay. So, in regards of LI.FI, didn't see anything. And then I think I could do a quick recap. What's new? There's now probably they're still pending a link 3.2 page, where basically having all the official links in there. You can see also the snapshot proposals in there, the featured tweet in there, a bit more about the team and the collaborations and where it's listed at, and also the contracts. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to add the token here because it seems that they are utilizing CoinMarketCap and not CoinGecko, and the coin market cap listing isn't through yet. So yeah, there's that. Okay, that's new, but and turn it a bit lower. So, and what's new? What's new then? Didn't work that much on the website itself. I mean, I did some quick testings about the graph, which didn't really work out. So that's a whole new thing. But I'm about to get into that later on eventually. Probably need to. So we have that one here, but still basically the same. Here, peanut got added like last time. It's fine. What did I add? I did add something. I mean, I could. Something I could do right now is add the link 3 symbol here then as well. Let's see about that. Oh, let's wait until it's approved, because then the URL will be fraction token like this, and that's look better. Oops. So, well, I'll post this here in the chat. Okay, so I would say today's agenda is primarily building up the explanation animation for this idea here. Let's see. Oops. Okay. Yeah, so that's the main overview. Of the idea. Make that bigger. Yeah. So the idea here is I think let's see. Let's see if I can open it up here too. Okay. Of course, it would be easier if I could talk directly to someone. But never mind. Okay, so I'll start at the beginning of everything, and then I'll explain what I'm about to do here. So there's the lens protocol, where you have you get your profile as an NFT, and you basically just sign in with your by signing message via MetaMask in here, and there's also already the fraction token Lenster profile as well. And what you can do on Lenster is that you can charge people for following you. So you can set up here a super follow and say if someone wants to follow me, they need to pay for that. And you can choose whatever you want here and enter the amount, set up the super follow, and then every time someone hits the follow, they need to pay for that, and then that goes into the address of where your own lens profile NFT is in there. And sort of similarly, you can or what they also have is if you post something, then of course you can comment on it, you can mirror it. That's the equivalent of retweeting on Twitter. You can like it, and what you can also do is you can collect it. By collecting, you basically you hold it as your own NFT in your wallet then. And if you create content or a post, you can say, okay, if someone wants to collect this post, then they need to pay for that they can collect it, and you set a price. You can also set a referral fee that if someone else is mirroring it, the post, and then someone else is collecting it, that they get a referral fee off the charge that you take there. And then you can also limit it a little bit, that you can say there's only a specific amount available, or that it's only available for the first 24 hours, so that only your followers can collect it. And that's one part of the idea. That's this here. That's the super followers pour in money, and that the posts itself, the posts put something into a pot. And then there is something called LensDrop. LensDrop.xyz. And what you can do with LensDrop.xyz, you can say I'll attribute that amount to my followers or to a specific rule that applies. So for example, I could say here, let's connect here. I could say I'll I'll send Matic, or in that case, for example, Fraction, to all my followers, to all the 43 followers, and then maybe say, okay, but you need to have at least 5 followers to be sure that they are not just bots quickly set up to be eligible. And then you could also say, in addition, or I only want to get the ones that follow my account, Fraction.lens, and also that they, for example, collected a specific, post. Let's take this one here, because this one here has been mirrored 13 times, liked 14 times, and collected 30 times. So let's see if we take this one here. Let's see who would be eligible for a drop. If I say, tell me only the accounts that have at least 5 followers, that follow the fraction.token.lens profile, and who liked that account, that one, who mirrored that one, and who collected that one. And then we say, yeah, 0.00001. Continue. Then it's fetching the data, and then we see that there are only 2 accounts who actually match that one. And there we could also then create a price draw that just one of these. So let's say in this list are 500 recipients in there. Then you could say, okay, let's select one of them randomly, and let's see, can we look up the address? Nope. But I think if I send it out, then later on you can really see it, because in the airdrop field, I tested it once, you can see the lens profile then. But that's how you can redistribute something. And now the idea looks like this. There will be once a week, I'll do a recap post on Lancer. That recap tweet sort of quickly breaks down what progress has been done in the past week for the project. Either if there's a new partnership, or if I build a new section on the website, or if the price increased, or whatever, or if there are how many new fractions are out there, or if there's a spike in new streams, or whatever. It's just something new, a weekly recap. And then so every week, the beginning of the week, there's this pool, let's call it just pool, in there, and that one is empty. So if there's a new follower in that week, they pay like 1 Matic, and that goes into this weekly pot in here. And every and also if there might be some and then there's also the weekly recap post, and that one also asks for a smaller amount to get collected in there. And there might be other posts during the week as well, which might be free of charge, or might be also be collected or something. But whatever income there's over this 1 week, everything goes into that one weekly pot. And then at the end of the week, I'll look up who's following the account, basically exactly what I did here in this prepare section. I can't go back. Yeah, of course I can't go back. And I'll look up, okay, who liked, mirrored, and collected the last weekly recap post, and who's super following the account in there, and draw one winner via lens drop, who gets 10% of what's in that weekly pot in here. So let's say super following costs 1 Matic, and the collecting the weekly recap post costs 0.1 Matic. Then and 10 new people follow, then there are 10 Matic in the weekly pot, and let's say 100 people collect the weekly recap post, and there are additional 10 Matic in there, so there are 20 Matic in the whole weekly pot. So if when I go through lens drop, then there's one lucky person who can get 2 Matic, who can win 2 Matics. And of course, over time, if there are more followers and the more people who are participate, the higher the 10% will be. And at the same time, another 2 Matic in that calculation will be used to buy back fraction from the market, and also 10% additional to Matic will be also taken from the pool and put together into the QuickSwap liquidity pool to increase the liquidity. I'm also not 100% sure if, but I think these 10% will also get distributed then as fractions. So I take 10%, I buy fraction of the market, that's 0.0000012345, and that one lucky winner can win that. And then there's then I buy back additional 10% from the market and use 10% of the weekly pot, put that together and that in the liquidity pool. So on one hand, there's one lucky winner who can get something. There's I'm taking 20% to buy fraction off from the liquidity pool from the market, which increases the price a little bit. And at the same time, I'm using the part of the fraction I bought and part of the weekly pot to put it back into the liquidity to increase the liquidity over time. And to make sure that I don't pick myself as the winner or a friend or someone else, I'll record the whole process of the lens drop and post the proof then on LensTube, or I could do it on Twitch, or let's see, not sure, but I would prefer to do it on LensTube, because then also people can claim the video also on LensTube, and that adds new funds to the weekly pot, for example. And also I tend to do the stream at some point a little bit less regularly than I'm doing now during the building phase. And then there are 70% left of that weekly pot, and that 70% they get put aside. I send it to the treasury or into a separate account in there, and then once a month, because we have the snapshot DAO, snapshot docs fraction ETH. Or is it fraction token? Fraction token, please. We do have the fraction token snapshot DAO, and then there's once a month there's a proposal where I'm asking what to do with that stuff that accumulated over there. So in the example I described before, there were 20 Matic in the pool. 10% got used to buy back fraction, 10% got used to buy back fraction, 10% got put away together with fraction into a liquidity pool, and the 70% which would be 36, that would be 14 and 14 Matic would be in that week in the treasury in there. And let's say next week the same happens, exactly the same, again 14, then there would be 28 in the pool, and then in the third week nothing happens, so it stays 28, and then in the last week, let's do so it's easier, there's also nothing. Okay, so we have 28 Matic into the pool, and then there's the proposal in which pool I should place the liquidity. For example, that's one. So I'm fairly sure in the beginning most of the proposal will be to add liquidity on one network, because that's currently the biggest problem the project has, is because of the multi-chain expansion, the liquidity also splits up between the chains. So there's somewhat of a liquidity on GnosisChain, but for all the other networks, and then there's a small amount on Polygon, but for all the other chains, Optimism, Arbitrum, Avalanche, and BNBChain, there's just a tiny amount, I think 0.1 ETH pools in there. I just opened it up with my own money to make sure that LI.FI and all the routers can actually route through, and you could buy on those networks, and that it starts to split up a little bit better. So that's what we can see here, that the currently the majority is still on GnosisChain, the majority is on Polygon. So once a month there would be a proposal. In the beginning it would be mostly about where to place the liquidity on which network, and since there's only one pool that's operated by the project, or that the project opened up, so Optimism and Arbitrum and Avalanche, I think they use Sushi, yep, and BNBChain uses Pancake as well. Yeah, so and then everyone who owns Fraction can vote on that, and whatever the DAO then decides there, the liquidity gets placed to steadily increase the liquidity of the project. I personally would tend to always place liquidity where it's the lowest to make it better against to balance it out. But on the other hand, people could say, no, let's put it where the most is in there to make it even better to buy it in there if anyone wants to buy it or sell it, that the impact is the lowest. Don't know. We'll have to see what's best, and maybe at some point, let's say there are 20,000 new followers in a month, and that means there are 10,000 Matic in the whole pool. Then we can also, then the DAO might be also decide that half of that gets used to put into a liquidity pool, half of it gets to buy back or gets to fund some project that wants to expand on the Fraction token, or that to fund the scavenger hunt, to fund whatever. So right now everything is of course super theoretical, and I've been talking now I think 25 minutes trying to explain everything. And what this stream here now this time will be about is to break down what I just described into a short animation of 30 seconds, maximum 1 minute, that explains the whole process, so that if people stumble upon the owner Fraction profile and they wonder why they should pay for that to follow it, that there's an explanation. That's the idea. So the good thing is there's already this sort of diagram here which states the overall view, and what I want to do now is to, I think the best thing would be to either write the sort of a script real quick that breaks down the process of the animation itself, and then also make a list of all the elements I need to animate in there. So let's take here very classic, just an editor. Okay. Okay, so for the elements, we are definitely going to need the lens symbol, the lenster symbol. Then we need the fraction symbol, profile. Then we need the weekly pot element. Then we need a weekly recap post. Then we need the like, mirror, and collect icons. Then we need the lens drop. The lens drop logo. Then I think I need then the liquidity pool, quick swap logo for that. Then I need the lens tube logo, the snapshot DAO logo, and then probably also the new networks. Might be okay. This is a bit bigger. So I would say the I think the animation should start with the title and it's kind of can come up with a good name now. Let's call it revenue loop, whatever. Then we build up the weekly pot. Then I need to build it must be that you show that super following adds to the pool, show that thing collecting Collecting. Also add to the pool. Then overall down below week timeline. Okay. Also add this to the pool. Then pot fills up. Then when 1 week is over, one winner. It's tube. Then but market. One winner. Proof via lens tube. Taking 10% of the to buy fraction. This okay. Then and also that's also then that also should then be part of it. So in the weekly recap post of the next week, there should always be then also the proofs, the link to the lens tube video, the proof to the transactions on the blockchain that you can see. There I took that, then I bought that with it, then I sent it out to them. There I bought fraction on the market. There I put it into bought ETH with it, and then I placed it into the liquidity pool, and there's the LP token that's in that wallet, so everyone can see that. Then taking 7% of the pot and place it in the treasury. Then number 8. Would be then 327 Pete background until we can do number 8. That would be recap post things and also the proofs of read until the month. Timeline is full. Then we have here 10. Then four. Treasury pool. Points to snapshot DAO. ETH. So gets created. Proposal gets created. These something else. Let's keep that open because you never know. I mean, could be also dropping it back to the audience or to fund a marketing campaign or do a partnership or whatever it's going to be. I think once money is in there, there won't be a lack of ideas on where to spend it on. Then propose then proposal goes through. So treasury pool is empty. Mm-hmm. Starts again. Arbitrum. Okay, that's basically it. That's how the animation will loop through. Then I got a message there. Check that real quick. Good thing is that I already prepared a few things here, because yesterday I was working on, let's save that here right away. Hey Hugo, how is it going? I'm not sure if you saw the this post recently on Lancer, this one here. That's the that's a way to generate sort of a consistent income loop for the project, also mainly to get better liquidity. And since that's a little bit complicated, I wrote here this animation script. So I'm building tonight the animation that explains that whole process here, so that everyone can look at 30-second animation here and then know what's going on, or what's the process behind it is, and then decide if they want to participate or not, because I don't think that anyone will, I don't think anyone will take the time to actually read that, but watching a 30 seconds video is probably in the realm of possibility. And also, since you're here, as you can see, that's the stuff we did last time. Here's the peanut is in there. And I also recently added the Lancer and lens profile and also the link 3 in here. That's what I rendered yesterday out there. Of course, that here doesn't look very spectacular. You can see it's just here flipping these through. But I did yesterday. Yesterday I started also working on a fairly small animation. That would be sort of the launch, that when in April everything is ready, I started to put on it. I can tease that a little bit because that's what we have here. Let's hide the magic down here below, and that's where all of this will dial down. And of course it's a little bit janky, so just drag it manually. And yeah, it's not fully done yet, but I think that should also, the animation should be in that kind of style, so it's everything is in the same. So okay, then I would say let's get started here. Let's see if these elements, oh yes, they're SVGs, nice. So now I'm gonna show you, let's also start here a new project. Oops, that's another client. Cinem4D. So now I'm going to show you SVG stealing 101. We are going to need so how do we get these elements here into Cinem4D? And that's since we can't just save that here, we are going to use the code inspect, so we know that's this SVG here. So we are going to edit this, then we copy it, then we make here a new text file, then we say that's Lancer, what was it? Lancer, oh, I don't really need commenting it. It's this one here. Edit, copy it, that's Lancer like. Let me open the text file, paste it, save it, close it, rename it. Starts to sound like a Daft Punk song. Buy, use it, break it, fix it, trash it, change it, no, upgrade it. And now if everything goes fine, we can open it up with Illustrator and to see if it actually shows the symbol. If that is the case. Okay, unfortunately that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Because we didn't save everything. Okay, that's weird. Let's see if it works better with the arrow. Wait a minute. Okay, see. Those work fine. And we can then save those as mirror path. And then we need to save it as Illustrator 8. The .env file? Which .env file? There's no environment variable. I don't get it. Isn't the environment file for Node.js? Oh, the secrets. That's, you mean? I mean like this one here? Where I hold all the keys? I don't know, it's not. The secrets. Oh, these are these 12 words, right? That I wrote down here somewhere. And can I just show it into the camera as well? No screenshot promise. That certainly. Yeah, dude. But what I've been since you because I please. Yeah. Oh, come on, really? Huh? No, but I... Jeez. Holy shit. Well, that's... Yeah, but I've been thinking because I did upload all the previous streams to YouTube already, but they're not public yet because I do need to write here some explanation and also do the correct thumbnails and all the shit that goes along with it. And I realized that during the development, I'm always switching between, most of the time switching between windows by hitting Alt Tab, and that here shows a short period all these small snapshots. And as you can see here, this editor, that's a text editor that I have on my secondary screen, which doesn't have right now any crucial informations in there, but now I really need to have to go through all the previous links, the previous videos, to make sure that there's nothing in there, because on Twitch it doesn't really matter that much, because people would really be in here and record it to something. It's just online for 1 week, and right now the exposure of the project is so low that there's hardly the chance that anyone will do that. But after I uploaded it to YouTube, and it's there for proof and for like this archive kind of thing, there's a chance that people go through it frame by frame and start to figure out to see anything that might be somewhat weird. Because today, for example, I basically closed everything that's not fraction related, that I don't need anyways for today's stream. But I do know that on previous streams that I worked on one project and then on another project and on another project. I mean, there won't be any seed phrases or passwords or something, that's for sure, because I know that I don't have them in there. But it's yeah, I mean, that's I think that's a risky business. If you think about it, then if you have it on your mind, then I think it's not that big of an issue, because you do know what to look out for in there. But yeah, I don't want to imagine if the seed phrase to the whale account, to the deployment contract goes out there, and then someone does shady stuff or anything weird. But yeah, so I uploaded everything for anything, but now I do have to watch through 40 hours of streams to do. I have a similar problem, because I do have another Twitch channel that I used for Pavlov, for streaming, for the VRML matches and everything in there. And I also uploaded all the matches afterwards, because we do need to provide them for verification. But I also do these drinking game streams where I get drunk right on stream. Every time I get killed via headshot, I drink a shot that gets picked by a bingo machine. And I think I uploaded them already, but I didn't. They are still hidden, because I do need to look through them in total to make sure that at the end, where I got fairly drunk, I didn't say anything that could cause some problems in there. I mean, just fairly sure there are no racial slurs and something else, because I don't do that ever. But you never know what stays in your head and what not. But holy shit, yeah. And so what does it say? As in, what's that? Sheesh. Well, that's just that. I think I'm gonna send that to some friends. What's new with Peanuts? Anything new, something new deployed? Or any major update? LP changes? What's LP in respect to? Oh, the landing page. Really? Let me take a look. Okay, what they say. Yeah, that's kind of nice that the send is now the landing page. Good idea. Okay. But I guess the other companies are... Oh, that's nice. I mean, that's actually a very great idea, because if you say, hey, yeah, we're doing a hackathon and we are and we want users to, let's say Avalanche does a hackathon, and there are a lot of people who want to put in there, then you usually have the faucets in there that they can that they get the funds to start with, for example. But if they have like an existing project that you want to build on and you want to try it out in real environments, then it could be great that the company who organizes the hackathon says, yeah, everyone who's participating in the hackathon, like Anna, you have this part with the with a bunch of QR codes that links to Peanut, and there everyone who participates can get a little bit of the native coin or the money that they can. That's like a very nice idea. Yeah, like Conrad had, where he threw the peanut in the audience. That was hilarious. Very buttery experience. That's just great. Oh. Is the rest, are these real people, or did you just create them? Woohoo! Minerva wallet! I think in the last logo pack there's also a side version where the owl is on the one side and then the Minerva stays on the other side. Also, always link to the specific projects. Put a link on it. I want to click on it. I want to figure out what that is, or whose fern. Make it clicky. token. Or Scrollio and Arcan Ventures. Okay, and partners go up to. The to-do list is long. You tell me about it. You see that I did start a to-do list just for the Fraction website, and it's freaking long. And of course, instead of actually working on one of these 30 stuffs in there, I figured, hey, you know what? I could do something completely different because that's way more interesting. And so there's no, I mean, it's a form of procrastination, but it's not really procrastinating, because procrastination would be I mean, I'm still working on the project, right? So it's not that usually procrastinating for me is laying on the couch and doing nothing and saying, okay, I'll do it later. But yeah, it's productive procrastination that boils it basically down. Also, quick tip, try to get a link 3 to, I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. Link 3 to, it's also, it's invite only at the moment right now, but they are onboarding like massively. And basically, do you know the link tree? Like link tree, are you familiar with the link tree? Yeah, so it's a little bit like that, but better and for Web3. So I can show it to you. Yep, we got approached for the Minerva wallet, and we already got confirmed there. So you basically have a small introduction in here, and you can say which chains you support, in which sector you are, if you have a token in there. Then also have your official links, which is, I would say, super helpful, because that's such a shit show to figure out which links are the official ones for specific projects in there. Then you list that everything in here. You can also add the team up here. We already have a module for snapshot proposal. So if we do a new snapshot proposal in Minerva, then it also shows up here right away. You can also have the featured content and some other sections as well. So the Minerva wallet already has been whitelisted in there, and then you can also later on, so you can use that as your main link to share with other people, but you can also host events. I think I didn't dive fully into that, but you can also do like these events that you promote there, and if you use a specific form in there, then they also spread it to their community out there to interconnect these organizations a little bit better. And I think they're currently here, the organizations, and there are 1,131 organizations already out there, and you can follow them with your normal address in there, but they also have this social graph that's similar to Lens, to the Lens protocol, sort of similar. And then you can also have your own profile in there and blah 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 blah, whatever it is. I personally don't have one yet. We only have we got whitelisted for the Minerva wallet, and I got an invite code for the Fraction in there, but that one is currently not verified, so it's still behind that cryptic address here. And once it got verified, then it's available via fraction token, fraction token. But Minerva wallet. But yeah, I personally can't generate new invite codes, but I can hook you up with the one who approached us, and then you figure it out with it. I think they are onboarding like heavily recently, so it's going to take maybe some time to get verified. I do not. I mean, I can. Maybe this one here helps. I don't really know if that's I don't know the technical aspects of that, but I'm fairly sure that he also doesn't know it, because he's more of this getting new organizations in there, but he could probably ask them. Or there's their Discord. Whoops. That's this one here. That's the Cyber Connect. Yeah, BizDev. Exactly. And I think if you have any questions regarding that, then you should find the answers in here. But yeah, I can forward you the name of the dude in Discord, and then you just link with him, and he gets you an invite code. And then once you connect in there, you can I think I do have it open here somewhere. Here. Then you can create a new organization. You need to enter the invite code, and then you come to the plain stuff and everything else. I think it would make sense for Peanut. I mean, right now you have the Twitter and the Discord, but over the time you probably expand in there, and it's kind of. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, Mahlzeit, I would say. And I'll take the opportunity to continue building here a little bit, but I'm gonna get the tea right now. That's weird. Let me check that real quick. So, okay. Okay. Now I think we're actually going to build something. So we have the path here, and then we also make something else here. And we save them. Okay. Okay. Then we need the lens tube. Please not. Please don't. Please, 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 please be a vector. Yes. Thank you. Let's tube. I do need to save everything as Illustrator 8 because only if it's Illustrator 8 you can import the vectors as splines in Cinem4D. So if I choose here, then as you can see, now we have the elements in here. Not sure if here on stream everything is too small. Oh yeah, we do need the other elements here as well, right? Don't really get why. Heart should work. So. Also probably doesn't work. Not sure why that is the case. Stroke control, maybe it uses some okay, yeah, but I can. Since they are not super duper complicated, I think it's fairly easy to redraw them. Let's see what else we need. In the lens logo that we already have. Lenster. What else do we need? Snapshot. Blind, Alter. There it is. Okay. So I have these here as well. Then we'll take a look at the lens drop logo. Lens drop. What is that? Oh, come on, really? Why is there new? Okay, so I think I need to. Wait, hold on. That's. Ah, okay, get it. Sorry, because I. because I claimed that with the fraction token. So that one has the dashboard. Come on. Okay, that's not an official. Oh, is it? And let's take a look if they used an SVG. Oh, fuck, they used a PNG for the. Because I did see it up here. There was a small chance that they actually used. Let's see, is there? Come on, give me the dashboard. Well, in the absolute worst case, could also redraw that, or let's take a really quick look. That's what we can do. Let's see, vectorizing. Bigger and so let's count the numbers. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9 colors. Okay, we might need a 9th. Yeah, I mean it's not beautiful. but it's bedded. Ooh, how do I do that? Because then we can also. Yeah, I mean that here on top. That's. Not sure if I like it. I think I'll ask them just via direct. Just send them the DM. Okay, so no lens job logo. Then we have the weekly pot. Then let's get some. Jackpot. I mean, I guess in the simplest way, it's just an big U where it fills in, it fills in, it fills in. But still the question is if I do really want to have it two-dimensional or really build it in a three-dimensional way. Not sure. So then we have the weekly recap post, but I think for the post, I'm basically just doing one of these general things like we have here. One of these, 80, 100. Okay, let's give that a little bit of a corner. 5 is fine. And then take a look. Usually these look like, I mean, in that case, it's again good if I do get the comments on the analytics in here. Because we do have the circle. Place that one in here. That's going to be the one. Then we take a little bit. That always takes forever. And Really need to look in the new version. I do have the latest Cinem4D version installed here because I need it for another project right now, but they changed so much in the last 3 years. Probably great stuff, not really, but you basically have to learn a new program. And here it's the Iceland. Where is it? Iceland. Great. So if here fraction, smaller. Top here, then we clone that down here, and we know that it's might need that later on. So that out, because that would get another so okay, blah, and then we do need to get 10. Name. Okay. Here. Okay. Then we do need the load in the objects. Okay. Smaller, and also that's the arrow top, that's the arrow below. Okay. I really don't get why I can't steal that SVG file. I'm gonna figure it out later. Okay. Then we have the 3 objects here. Down. That there. Let's close it. Close that. Okay. And then we are going to null object here. That's the icons, because we do need that later on. Then say that's the profile. It's this one here, and click post. Place that here, and let's store the rest for now somewhere else. Okay. And now we are going to get in here some lines like this, and that's 4 and 10. That's 10 as well, so it's a nice straight line. That's just 70. Okay, and now we can here, this one here, copy it here, smaller, another one here, then copy this one, go down here, longer again, another one this length, copy it, this one, this, let's move that a little bit up. Yeah, because now we can Hey Adi, how's it going? You're tuning in almost when I'm about to hit the 2-hour mark, which is usually the limit. Yeah, not too bad. A little bit tired, but it's good. I wanna see what. Lefty likes it. Lefty do likes it. Yeah, I'll build up a little bit, but it's obvious that I won't be able to finalize the complete animation tonight because I do miss a few things, and it's I'll just prepare a few of the assets. I didn't play yet with it. I wanted to try it yesterday, but then I didn't have time, and then I asked in the Discord if there's anyone who wants to play, but nobody answered. No response from an audio or so. but yeah, maybe later or tomorrow, or when can. I think Zach also said something about he would like to know if there's some touch feature gone now on that, but yeah, weekend sounds nice, but maybe on Sunday, because on Saturday I'm off, but a lazy Sunday, that could be a fine thing. So now I do have the sweep element and instance of that. Yeah, we can do it on short notice. I mean, I do want it to, I thought we were in a hurry because of the VRML start, but since we are lazy kitties, there's no real hurry. But I do want to figure out if the streaming works better now with the Windows 11 fix that they deployed, but I do have a plain Windows 10 installation as well, so I could jump back to that for streaming. And if Pavlov isn't isn't that urgent at the moment to try it out, then I still have the Half-Life Alyx that I bought and never played, and when I had time to play it, the controller was broken, so I didn't want to play it. And since you said that I should play it live on stream, because that would be hilarious for you, maybe we should go with that. So let's save that one here real quick. The cool thing is, because what we have now here is with those sweep elements, I can animate that. So when the card comes in place, then all this stuff here will build up quite nicely. Wanna get a crash course about what I'm about to build here, or is it, or are you already off? Okay, so basically I wrote down an idea recently how to get some general revenue for the Fraction token to to add liquidity in there, and that's the approach I wrote down. And even writing it down, it felt complicated, like quite complicated. And also people who read through this, like one even said, yeah, it hurts his head, but it sounds interesting. So what I'm doing now is I wrote from that approach here a small video script, step by step, and now I want to make a 20 to 30 seconds long animation that breaks that approach down, so that people can watch the video and then they know what's going on. So if that's of interest of them. And the thing is, Lancer, or the Lance protocol, it's a social network like Twitter basically, but based on the social graph of a Web3 project. So you have your Lance profile, which is an NFT that's in your wallet, that's your handle, and if you the handle, you basically just sign a message to sign in into this into the project that built on top of the protocol. So, and one of the bigger projects based on Lens is a Lenser, which is sort of a Twitter. It's Twitter, but there's also a LensTube, which is basically YouTube, but based on that. And you still have the same stuff, like you can comment, you can mirror it. Mirroring is basically sharing or retweeting. You can like it, and what's different here is that you can collect posts, and for collecting posts, then they get into your wallet as an NFT. And what you can do as a content creator is, if you create a new post or something else, then there's the option here for collecting. So you can say, if anyone wants to collect it, then it doesn't, that's a LensTube. Basically, the value that LensTube brings is exactly this collecting here, that that people can collect then the videos or can watch. You can ask them to pay for that. So if you say, okay, only my followers can watch them, or if they collect it, then they can actually see the post or interact with the post or collect it or whatever. So I could say, I'm writing here, Audi is the best, and if anyone wants to see it, then I can say only the folks who collected it can really see that. And it's the same also for LensTube, where you can do it as well. But I didn't do much with LensTube yet. I'm mostly with Lens at the front. Also, the streaming source is also decentralized. It's on IPFS in there as well. But again, not 100% sure about LensTube. I didn't dive fully into the specifics there. But the main thing here is, what it's about is you can collect the fee if someone is collecting your the post. So I could say, if you want to collect that Audi is the best post in here, you have to pay 1 Matic or 1 USD. And if another one mirrors or retweets the post, and someone else then collects it, they also get a referral fee from that on. And then you can also say that it's limited or only time limited, or that only followers can collect, and blah blah blah, whatever. That's for the posts. And similarly, you can also say that only that following your profile would also cost something. So you can set up here the super follows. So you can say, if anyone wants to follow you, they need to pay $5 once, and then they are your followers. And the idea now is, and now I'm going back to that super drawing here. So I'm doing a weekly pot in here, and every week when someone super follows the account, that goes into the weekly pot. And also there's a recap what happened into the project, and that can also collect it, but you need to pay to collect it. And what got collected in here gets also in this weekly pot, and that fills up over the week. And at the end of the week, I can use lens drop here to say, I draw one winner of everyone who is a follower and who liked, mirrored, and collected that last weekly recap post. And whoever lens drop then picks as the winner gets 10% of what's in the weekly pot in here. So they can win some part of what the project gathered over the week. And next week it's the same. It goes over and over again. And the 90% that's in there, with 10% of them, I buy fraction of the market, which increases the price a little bit. And I also take additional 10% and buy. It's like a lottery, but in the lottery, the majority goes to one winner or to multiple winners. And here it's 10% of that week that goes to it. But yeah, lens drop is basically, you can use it for different stuff as well. But in my case, I'm using their draw function, where you can draw one winner randomly out of there. And what remains in here, every week I do take 20% to buy with 10% fraction and with 10% ETH and put that into the liquidity pool so that the liquidity overall increases, so that when next week I buy something back, that the price is, or that price is a little bit more stable or doesn't have so much spikes overall. And the 70% that stay in the pool, they get moved into a treasury account, and once a month I'll let the snapshot DAO decide what to do with it. So place it into a specific liquidity pool, because this LP here, that will always get put into the Polygon liquidity pool, because Lancer is on Polygon, or a Lens protocol is on Polygon. So the winner is on Polygon, and they should get their reward also on Polygon. So these 10% get distributed on Polygon, and also this 20% of liquidity will also go into the Polygon liquidity pools. But the accumulated 70% of the weekly pot get once a month into a snapshot DAO proposal, and there we can say, okay, we want to put it into a liquidity pool on GnosisChain or on Optimism or something else. Or of course the DAO could also say we spend it on funding development, or on a new litter box, or something else. That depends then to the DAO. I just make the proposals and let the community then decide what to happen with that. And to make sure that I don't pick a winner who's close to me or something, or myself, I will record the whole process of the lens drop, where I'm distributing or picking the winner, record that on LensTube, upload the video to LensTube, and then there you can also collect the video again, and when you collect it, that also goes into the weekly pot. So it's this permanent loop of income. And I mean, it could be that there's just one or two Matic a week in there, probably, but let's say if the super follow is one Matic and there are 1,000 new followers, then it's $1,000, and then so the winner could get $100 in per week. There's a weekly chance to win $100, and of course in the end $900 would go to the to the project, and not into my pocket but into the liquidity, because liquidity is one of the big problems. How much do you expect to get from that process? I would say in the beginning, not that much, just a few dollars, $5 per week or so. But as soon as the project itself gets, I mean, it should start a positive circle upwards, because the more people follow the profile and collect the post, the more is in the pot, which it makes it more interesting for people to participate, because the amount they can win increases. Of course, there's also less chance for them, so it balances that out. But at the same time, buying back doing this distribution here. So this 10%, I think I will also buy fraction with them and then distribute the fraction to them, which means each week the token price itself increases a little bit, the liquidity increases a little bit. You have one winner out there. They see that the price is steadily going up, which makes more attractive to other people to look into the project, which increases the follower amount, and the follower amount makes sure that there's more in the weekly pot in there. So in the best case, it starts to increase. steadily with a few dollars with like $5 a week or so. But if you look at other token projects and on Twitter or something else, they do have 200,000 followers and stuff like that. I mean, of course, nobody pays for that, and quite a amount aren't real people. But if you say if they are a few hundred followers, and only if they are $50 per week, then that's, I would say, a success, because right now I have to provide liquidity, or someone else needs to provide liquidity without really getting much out of it, because the transactions are not that big in there. So that's the incentive circle that I'm tending to do here. By the way, it's not really clear which amount I'm actually about to ask for. In the first draft, I was thinking about having these lead numbers in here. So 1.337 to Matic to become a super follower, and 0.113 to claim it. But it turns out you can't use decimals for the super followers, so it's probably 1 Matic to follow and 0.1 Matic to collect the post. And it might be that at some later point the prices can change, or that the weekly post that makes people eligible to become one of the winners stays at 0.1 Matic, but there will be other posts that have a higher price, and there's a separate pool or something else. I mean, at some point I would like to automate a little bit, because it can be a little bit tricky, because I think I do need to write then one post per week. I do need to make all the transactions and so on. You mean this one here? Or the overall the tagline, paying for posts as they might not get the value. Oh no, I mean the price itself of the token isn't bound to the use case. That's for sure. So because if there's $100 in the pool, and let's say you win, so you get 10%, that would be $10. Then I buy fraction for $10 on a DEX, send it to you, and you can choose. You can say, oh, okay, I'm happy with that, so I want my $10. Then you take this fraction and then you swap it back into USDC, and then you have your $10 back. If you think, oh yeah, but every week people are I do this buyback and not everyone is spending it right away, and I also buy $10 additional up there, so the price is slowly, I mean, it's not skyrocketing, but it's going to be a very slow curve where the price should go. Of course, if someone else drops a lot of money, or matching tokens in the liquidity pool lose their value, then of course the price will go down. So that's the risk. But since the window is fairly small, so if I draw it, I distribute it to you, and you say, okay, I want $10, I want my $10, then spend it, and in that small time frame, it should be kind of so. That's basically, so I'm just redistributing, so the people put Matic in there and they win out also the fraction, but they can also put it back then into Matic, of course. The incentive to pay for the posts is in general just to get the chance to win. And for me, it's the probably that the followers, that the project gets more exposure, that there's that the liquidity increases, which benefits everyone who holds the token or does anything with it. And the reason why I have the token as no real life use case is because there are so many projects out there that promise you what the token can do and what you can, what the NFTs are for, and that you will buy a boat with it or rent a boat if you just own that stupid monkey or whatever. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to make any promises that the token price itself isn't really the underlying reason. The main reason is, since if you don't hold fraction right now and you win, I buy fraction something of the market, send it to you, and if you hold it, then there's one more fraction hold in there, so the token split it up once more again. And even if you don't, if you don't sell everything, if you sell half of it, then you still hold a fraction of the token, and that splits it up even more and even more and even more. And that's the main use case. So everything else that you can win and that the price will increase, that's basically just to reflect the interest into the project and to work as an incentive. Yeah, but it's not the benchmark. The benchmark should always be that the project, that the token splits up as much as possible over a lot of it, and that it's a playground where other people can put everything. Dude, I mean, let's say the token is, if you get fraction now, if you win $10 in fraction and the token reaches a price of 100 billion, then a yacht is also in the cards. But a rowboat is probably more like it. Or at the moment more these corks that you can plug into the rowboat if there's a hole in there, so you don't drown. But wait, are we talking about a yacht that's basically just to like a motor yacht or a sailing yacht, or one of these super mega high fancy yachts where you have your exploration robots down there and dual heliports and but that's, yeah, I mean, you have direct contact to him, right? I mean, you're best buddies, I heard. Isn't that so? That doesn't everyone at Amazon know Jeff has his? Don't you have his number in your phone? No. I heard everyone can, that his door is always open. He believes in flat hierarchies. That's the rockets. I'm not gonna lie, but the Blue Origin rockets, I would say they're not that fancy, I would say. I mean, the Starship ones, yeah, basically overall, I mean, the shape is very distinctive. Let's say it that way. But I would say the others like the Starship with the belly flop, or that they can land again. That sort of really brings a new approach to the whole space rockets thing, and the rest is just shoot someone up and come down with the capsule. And what's up? What's your plan for tonight still? Are you doing something fancy? Yeah, but the space shuttle itself also had like isn't the main tank, the orange one, it wasn't reusable. I mean, the side extra boosters, they could get reused, I think, and also the space shuttle itself, but the main tank that needed to be built each time, because I think it drops off too high that when it touches down into the ocean, it's so far as I know. Yeah. I mean, I'm guessing that people think that they reusing the full part and everything, but the actual the shell itself isn't the expensive part. The expensive part is the rocket engine down below, right? And I think that's the thing that they can then reuse. That's, yeah, probably I would say so. I mean, I think it's such a field where the real price will be, I think it's hard to tell what the real price will be, because there will always be these subsidiaries and where they still are able to reuse some parts, but yeah. Okay, so, but actually I don't think makes a bunch of sense to really continue here. Let's get that. Stuff to do. Yeah. You want to fire up a round of Pavlov in 15 minutes? Are you motivated? Ah, okay. Then, yeah, then let's keep it with weekend, let's say. But I think it's okay. Then I think I'm gonna stop the stream now, because I'm not so sure if I actually want. I need to ask for the other symbols and everything. But I think I will next time. Of course. No, I will try Alex when I know that the whole streaming setup works, and that needs some preparation first. Yeah. But let's use Alex as a filler for Pablo streaming. Okay. Okay. Cool. Then, yeah, Adi, let's talk again soon. And I'll end the stream now. It's 2.5 hours. But I think next one will be in the near future, I think. Because I do want to get this this animation out, so I can set up also everything. I mean, setting it up isn't the big challenge in here, because everything is already in place that needs to be done. The biggest challenge is to break it down, that it's understandable, that if people go to the page, then they watch the video and they do know. I mean, near future was meant because I thought that I'll do one stream per week, so the next one would be on Thursday, but probably with near future is early next week. That's more likely. But just watch out for the notifications. Right. Bye, Adi.